with all due respect to GEERUP and all those other guys, where have you guys been? This 9/11 stuff has been going on for, I remember talking about this 4 years ago and being told that I was crazy and there's no way that I could possibly believe that America would do this to itself. And now all of a sudden it's an issue? It's yesterday's news, and I oh my gosh, I can't understand why everybody's acting like it's a brand new topic. Now,
I realize it's not a brand new topic. I realize it happened yesterday, but the ramifications of 9/11 are still playing out to this very day. Chris, I never said you were crazy. I never said it. Go search your comment section for anything I have ever said to you about 9/11. I have not called you crazy. I've not called anybody crazy for thinking about 9/11 as an inside job. But I will say this, I was not an inside job believer. I voted for Bush twice. I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian conservative. And I'm looking at the evidence. This is when the atheists say, why don't you just look at the evidence? Look at the evidence. Look at the evidence. I thought that's what this is all about, looking at evidence. And I'm looking at the evidence, really examining. And frankly, it has been taking me about 2 years to start talking about it publicly on YouTube. Because I have been looking at it, and now I'm talking about it. Because the ramifications of 9/11 are going to fold over into the next presidency. If we don't do something about it, if we don't change things now, and that's why we need to talk about it now. People like you and me need to re-examine the evidence and hold accountable those who were responsible for these actions. And it wasn't Al-Qaeda. It wasn't the Bin Ladens. We need to hold the government responsible for the actions done on 9/11 and all the laws that were passed because of it.
what can we as Christians do about it? These are the end times, in my opinion, and this is just what we have to deal with. And even if they aren't the true end times, even if this is just another blip in history, we're going to have to deal with it. What kind of stand did Christ take against Rome? Absolutely none.
I'm going to deal with it. I'm dealing with it. This is dealing with it, Chris. We're dealing with it. Part of the way we deal with it is talk about it. You've already talked about it, and people called you crazy. Now I'm talking about it, and people are calling me crazy. Okay?
They were occupying Israel. They were occupying Jerusalem, and he just sat there and took it. It wasn't his concern. His concern was touching the hearts and souls of people who needed him.
We need to touch the hearts and souls of people who need us right now. Right now, our freedoms as Christians are being slowly, systematically eroded away. 9/11 touches you and me right now. And if we don't do something about it, the way we worship, the way we conduct business may be curtailed in such a degree that you wish you talked more about 9/11. I'm talking about using the Patriot Act and other laws that may follow that'll make it illegal to talk about to make it illegal to read certain passages in churches, to take away tax-exempt status in churches, maybe close churches altogether and make it illegal to own a Bible. That's happening in other fascist communist countries. It could happen here, my friend. It could happen here. And if we don't talk about these things now, it's not yesterday's news, it's today's news. If we don't talk about them now and be aware of them and start binding together, atheist and Christian alike, we need to fight against this tyranny. We need to fight against this kind of governmental oppression. Whatever happened to government for the people, by the people? This is not the kind of government I want. So I reject this kind of government. I reject this kind of government, and this is applicable for today, my friend. Right now. This isn't old news. The real criminals have gotten away with this. So it's not old news. We're embroiled in a war that may never end because of a lie. So it's not old news. It's very real and very pertinent for today. So if 9/11 was an inside job, then the murderous tyrants who pulled this off need to be brought to justice. And I'm talking about a real full-scale investigation.
Real quickly, I just wanted to make this video and say, hey, it's great that everybody's looking at 9/11 again, but this is old news, folks.
Is it really old news? Today, I'm researching how many have died because of a lie. How many people have died because George Bush and his cronies have decided to run a war to basically do a land grab and an oil takeover? That's what this is all about. Is about world dominance and being a world power so that we're on top. It's none of our business. It's not our oil. It's their oil. And we're stealing it from them. The Bushes are stealing their oil and taking over their land. Over 1 million people. 1 million people have died. That means sons and daughters, children, wives and husbands. They're not soldiers. Civilians slaughtered because of a lie. Because of a lie. Old news. Old news. When did it become old news? We've lost over 4,000 soldiers because of this war for money, war for oil, war for land, war for world dominance. And the American people bought it. They bought it because we were sold a bill of goods over the media. We watched 2 towers fall and we said, whoever did that is evil.
We're not trying to scare kids. This president's foreign policy is what's scaring the kids of this country. And that people have said today, why are people believing this? Why are people believing this big internet hoax? Well, it's the same people that told us Saddam Hussein had something to do with 9/11. Same people that told us Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Same people that told us we were going to be able to use the oil for reconstruction money. Same people that told us that we'd be greeted as liberators, not occupiers. Same people, same president that told us the Taliban is gone. Same president that told us that Poland is our ally 2 days before they pull out. Same president that tells us Iraq is going just great. Same president that tells us the economy is going just great. Same people that told us the tax cut was going to create millions of jobs. Same people that told us that the Medicare program only cost $400 billion when it really cost $540 billion. So please forgive us for not believing what you're saying. Please forgive the students of this country for not believing what you're saying. Not one thing about this war that has been told to the American people or that has been told to these college students has been true. Not one thing. Bremer says we need more troops. The Pentagon says we need more troops. And this president can't get them from the international community. There's only one option left. Let's be honest with the American people. I yield back the balance of my time.
Yeah, happy Jesus Day to you too, Chris.